Hello, welcome to my show now today on Sunday, Lorcan's live show Sunday. As I was saying there, I put a different title on it today, but I hope you enjoy it. I was just going to bring you a bit of my usual news and sport on the Sunday here. I was just looking at the match at the moment. It's Ireland 29, Italy 6. So Ireland are winning well there. It's on the 55th minute there. So it's well into the match. So, and then just the latest news here. Putin orders nuclear deterrent forces to high alert. What that's saying there, it's President Putin's nuclear forces alert represents a totally unaccepted escalation of the invasion of Ukraine. White House Press Secretary Jenny Psaki has said, "This is a pattern that we've seen from President Putin throughout the course of this conflict, which is manufacturing threats that don't exist in order to justify further aggression," Mr. Psaki said on ABC when asked about the announcement from Moscow. At the Pentagon, a senior official called the move escalatory, but would not say if the US nuclear forces had changed their stance in response. So that's the latest on that. And then it says further down, Ukraine oil and gas facilities born as West prepares new sanctions. The EU unveils new sanctions to cripple Putin. Something to do with his money, I think, and that's the latest news then on that, on the war there. And then Ukraine, Russia officials to hold talks near Belarus. I don't know anything come out of them. Stance resistant, things not going to plan for Putin, according to Tony Connolly there on the RTE website. Germany to increase defence spending in policy shift. And then I'll just go now to the sports. That's the main news then on the war thing there. Refreshed Ireland ready to attack Italy. Tony Kelly's brilliancy drives ruthless Clare past Offaly. And then the results of the day now in the Gaelic. I was just going to go through them there. Nothing came in about the tables yet. It was a good afternoon according to this in the league. The match then I was looking at it early on TG4 was Kildare in Division 1. Kildare 112, Dublin 12 points, and that was in Newbridge. And then Mayo 15 points. That was a surprise result. Armagh 110, that was in Dr. Hyde Park. And then Monaghan 112, Kerry 314. So Kerry won well there. And then in Division 4, Clare 10 points, Derry 213. So Derry won it yet again. And then in Division 3 was Longford 110, Fermanagh 311, and that was in Pearse Park. And then in Louth 115, Westmeath 113, and that was in RD. And then in Division 4, it was London 1-6, Wexford 11 points. And then it was Cavan 19 points, Carlow 112. And then Waterford 113, Leitrim 217. So that was the scores there, the scores of the matches there today. Now I don't know, is the table in? I'll have a look there. I don't think they're updated yet, the tables. And they don't seem to be updated as such yet. Takes them a while. Maybe the table is updated now. Let me see. Division 1 is done anyway. Division 1 table is Kerry on 7, Mayo on 7, Armagh on 5, Donegal have 5, Tyrone have 3, Kildare have 3, Monaghan have 2, and Dublin have 0. So Dublin are bottom, as I was saying there. Then the Division 3 table, that's not updated yet, so... And the Division 3 table isn't updated, so... I can go to the Hogan stand and look at them, so... And then in the hurling then... The hurling results, the latest from Division 1 is Limerick 5 points, Cork 213, and that's in Gaelic grounds. And then Warwickshire, let me see, London, that's in the hurling results. I'll have to go to the results here. Then full-time score in Division 1 as well, in Group B. It's Kilkenny 228, Laois 17 points. And then, as I was saying, Limerick 5 points, Cork 213, Offaly 16 points, Clare 420, and Galway 15 points, Wexford 215, and then Meath 115, Westmeath 423, and then Down 22 points, Kildare 217, and that's in Division 2A, and this is Wicklow's division, it's 2B, Derry 420, Mayo 114, and that's some score. Tyrone 211, Armagh 114, Antrim 222, Waterford 321, and Roscommon 112, Warwickshire 5 points, Lancashire 311, and that's in 3B, Longford 126, and Carlow 13 points, Kerry 20. So and that's full time. And then wait to hear the score. Division 2B, it was played in Ockram. Wicklow 318, I think it was Donegal 216. I think that was the final score. And Donegal won, and that's Wicklow have never been beaten by Donegal in the hurling, I don't think. Sligo 114, Sligo 124, London 115. So London were beaten there. And that's the scores then. So Wicklow are in trouble in the hurling. I think actually Wicklow should go down. I don't know. The bottom anyways after today's match, I think. They've lost all the matches, and as I was saying there, I made a podcast there a couple of weeks ago about Wicklow hurling. Wicklow hurling seems to have gone down a lot. I was at the last match there, the last day, and I thought it was very bad and very poor standard. Their touch, it's no different after today's win. Something has to be really done about Wicklow hurling, and someone has to come in or something. It's a mess, and the table doesn't lie. The table isn't up here, so can't comment on it. But I presume the bottom of the pile, and not getting any better for them. And I don't think. What's the match the next day now? I don't know who they're playing now the next day. Wicklow hurlers. I think they're playing Sligo or London. They have to play London and Sligo, so it's not going to get any easier for them. Maybe they beat London. I don't know. So they're bottom anyway after today's match. And then, as I was saying there, the Wicklow footballers are in trouble as well. They're struggling, and they only have 3 more matches left against Laois, Longford, and Louth. So it looks as if they're going to go down, according to what it's saying anyway there. So I was just going to play now a bit of music here. There'll probably be more about it on Michael Sargent tonight and matches. As I was saying there, there'll be nothing more. There'll be more about them anyway on that. If you want more, so let me see. Can I play a bit of music here? I'll have to go to the album covers here, the library. I was just going to play you a bit of Tears for Fears here. The Tipping Point. This is a good song, and it's on the latest album, The Tipping Point, Fears for Fears. So here it is. I was just going to play you this. Here it is. Hope you enjoyed that. That was the Tipping Point, as I was saying there. Tears for Fears. It was I like that song. It was from their new album, and I just thought I'd play you that, just for a bit of music there. And then I was saying, I was just looking at the Hogan stand there. There's more about the games on that, on reports about the games. It says, Heron and McGinley's goals lead Derry to fourth straight win. So Derry are playing for good. And then it says more about Donegal and Oakleaf continue winning ways in Division 2B. That's in the Wicklow division, as I was saying there. I was talking about Derry and Donegal picked up their third wins in 2B. Derry were dominant in 422 to 123, 113 victory. In Auckland, Donegal continued their impressive form. And as I was saying there, it doesn't look too good for Wicklow anyway. And about the crowd, the people will probably be talking about tonight on the Gaelic games. I was just gonna go now. GA president. It's about Congress. Congress votes overwhelmingly in favour of new All Ireland Championship structure. Let me see there. A few, and as expected, delegates of today's annual con held in the NUD Connacht GA Airdome in Berk voted overwhelmingly in favour. The first motion on the official was the Green vote, which to see the All Ireland Football League played out in the spring and provincial championship in the early part of the summer as formal, but with round groups for the Sam Maguire and Tolton Cup competitions to follow was passed by a wide margin of 94.7 to 5.3. From next year onwards, 8 provincial finalists as well as the new next 8 place teams based on league standards will compete for the Sam Maguire. Meanwhile, the remaining 16 side will enter the Tolton Cup. In favour, 90 point, as I was saying there. Had internet difficulties, but up and running now. Thank you, Connacht GA here in Belcott. That's Marty Morrissey there writing a tweet there about it. So I'm sure the lads, I'm sure the people will be talking about that on the radio and that, about the new formats. The Tolton Cup, I presume that Wicklow will be in that, I think, according to what it's saying, because they're Division 3, and probably be, it looks as if to be Division 4 next year, unless they win the next 3 matches. It's a big ask. It'd be great if they done it, but I don't know. They have to have confidence in themselves, as I was saying there. A bit confidence. If they had confidence, they do well, all right. So that's all I can say on the matter. So at the moment in the rugby match, it's Ireland 41. Italy 6, so that's good scoring there. And there's another 10 minutes left, so I just thought I'd come back anyway with another podcast. Then on the RTE website, the thing that's tweeting at the moment, I'll see what's tweeting on the Twitter. The thing that's tweeting is Westmeath GEA. Well done to our hurlers on their second win in Division 2A. With 423 to 115 victory away to Meath. And then Gavin Riley in the thing there, journalist. RT and other Russian media subsidiaries are to be banned in Europe as part of the European Commission's latest sanctions package. And then further on, watch the halftime highlights of Cork versus Limerick in the hurling league. And then President Zelensky's leadership and bravery and the resistance of the Ukraine people are outstanding, says the EU welcomes with open arms Ukrainians who have to flee the country. So he gave a good speech there. So Ian Atkinson's decent of Putin to showcase the juniors' facilities as war crimes, handy for those Hague indictments. They also remind me of Jake and Elwood in front of the Nohon. That's that's all. That's what's on the CNN. And then further on in CNN, this is another one of Putin's milk calculations. Former Defense Secretary Robert Gates tells that Vladimir Putin's thought he would divide NATO by invading Ukraine, but instead has given NATO a new sense of purpose and unity. That's what he's saying there. So that's on the note. That's the latest on the Twitter page. That's the latest on mine anyway. That's what's coming up. That's what's making the big news there. And I'll just go now to the Irish Independent before I go here. I'll go to more the League of Ireland. Bray Wonders, I was saying there early on. Bray Wonders at the bottom of Division 1 there at the moment. Just more of our latest about the war here. Putin puts Russian nuclear deterrent on high alert, blaming aggressive statements from the West on Ukraine invasion as peace talks set for later today. Hundreds of Irish-owned planes to be ordered back from Russia in days. And Ireland versus Italy, more about that. And then the truth is out there. Paul Kimmage investigation, Irish horse racing dirty secrets, part 2. That's the article there. So, and then on the entertainment news, Peaky Blinders director Anthony Bourne on discussing Cillian Murphy's. He just can't show up and dial in Tommy Selby. Tommy Selby's back tonight with Peaky Blinders, so looking forward to that. So that's the latest news there. Just try to go through that, and I'd like to say thanks for listening today to my podcast, my Sunday Newsline podcast. I might be back tomorrow, and I'll be back. I hope you enjoy it. At the moment, the score is 43, Ireland, Italy 6. So looks like Ireland are playing very good. So thanks for listening, and goodbye. Thanks.